Hey there, tomato heads. Lauren here, Mrs. Tomato Head. Welcome to Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. Some of you have been here with me most of the week as I've been heavy on the live unboxings this week, heavy on the ordering, which leads to unboxing. So I'm glad you're here. If you haven't caught any of the unboxings or if it is your first time watching, I'm Lauren. I help co-moderate a fantastic community on Facebook. Let me get rid of this little scrolly banner. Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. If you're not on Facebook, don't like Facebook, I understand, but join Facebook just to be a part of our group. I run it with Kina and Jen Joy, and we have a lot of fun. I'm sure many of you out there, probably most, are members of our community. We do swap seeds, but we're much more, including offering, these live shows. They're not all for, I do it on my YouTube channel, so not everybody who watches is in the Facebook group or on Facebook for that matter. But we do have a lot of fun. It's a kind group, very, very generous. And if you love tomatoes, need to escape from life for a while, this is the place to be. So I'm glad you're all here. I'm a little late because I'm having an issue, believe it or not. Those of you that have watched before, no, I've switched to a new platform. Just type in YouTube chat. Sorry. I've switched to a new platform as of a couple months ago. And when I was on StreamYard, we had this giveaway tool. It worked great. And they doubled the price, StreamYard did. So I've switched over to EV Mux. And I'm having issues with the giveaway tool. We do have a great giveaway today, actually offered from Deborah Henderson from Australia. But before I confirm that, I'm having trouble. I thought I had found a solution, and the solution I found doesn't seem to be working. Why? Oh, never mind. It's working. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hang on. It's working. So all you have to do to enter is to, hey, Lucas, I accidentally just, hang on. Never mind. Reset. No, stop. Sorry. Okay. It's working. So all you have to do to enter is type in the comments, type hashtag tomato in the comments. Truthfully, it's any comment, it picks it up. I'm waiting for the EV Mux one to get resolved. But until then, you just type hashtag tomato. What you're going to win is something I find pretty great. So a couple weeks ago, I've recently made friends with a German friend from Germany, and he has been watching the show for a while. Hello, my friend, you know who you are if you're watching. And he knows my taste in tomatoes, and he has been showing me some new ones that he thinks I will just go crazy over. One of them is this, and I shared about it all on my show a couple weeks ago, Verde de las Landas. He says it's even better than my beloved Malachite box or Malachitavaya Shkatulka. He gifted me seeds for this, and thank you if you're watching. Thank you for doing that. But I was so excited about them. I ordered extra packets that I was going to give away. The only place I've found it, which is Useful Seeds in Australia. And if you watched the show yesterday, you'll know, or watched my unboxing yesterday. What was yesterday's unboxing? Vienna seeds. I shared that I got an envelope confiscated from Australia, and that was the one. And now Useful Seeds is out of stock on them. I have a feeling I probably had something to do with them being out of stock because I know many of you ordered too. I spoke to my friend James Maxwell yesterday, told me he also got his confiscated from Useful Seeds, and he also ordered extras to give away. So I know at least one of you had ordered from them, and you posted in the group you were particularly excited about the Joseph Lofthouse bicolor. So I can't even reorder them. However, our good friend Deborah Henderson from Australia. She did not get her envelope confiscated. She did order extras too, and she has so generously offered to give away 4 packages of 5 seeds of Verde de las Landas. So if you like, I was going to say if you like green tomatoes, I don't know that it's going to matter if you like green or not. If you don't like green, you've probably never had a great green because they're good. So this is special. I wish I had extras to give away, but Deborah does. So thank you so much, Deborah, for offering that for us. So at the end of the episode, I will draw 4 names, and Deborah will send you seeds for that. Thank you very much. Speaking of, I don't want to get too far away from myself, and I don't want to get too far behind in the comments too, because we all know that never goes very well. All right, I've got that pulled up here. Where do I want to go with that? So tomorrow night, Jen, Joy, and I are doing our November episode of Tomato Talk Live. I had to cancel last Friday. Bill Yoder, our guest, had to cancel last Friday. So we're moving it to tomorrow. And we've decided that our topic is going to be our top 10, both of us, our top 10 most varieties we're most excited about for 2025. And then I'm putting mine in parentheses as of today, because it changes by the day. But I've got some of them, I think I'm talking about, one of them at least I'm talking about today, maybe a couple. If it is your first time watching, I do these live because I love interacting with all of you and bringing you into the conversation so we can all go gaga over tomatoes. So let's see who's here. We've got Diana's here. Hey there. Harley the Swamp Bitch. I was saying a couple minutes ago, I went to go post a reminder in the group, and there were already a ton of people here chatting, which always makes me feel good. Hi, Sherman. Hi, Lauren and fellow tomato heads. It's been almost a full week of Lauren. I know. Well, last week I canceled everything, right? I canceled Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce and our Friday. So if you're sick of me, maybe you don't want to watch, but I do have some great tomatoes to talk about today. Satya's here. Hi, Satya. Looking forward to today's show. Been cold, rainy, and snowy. Want to talk tomatoes? Ugh. It's cold. We haven't had rain. I've probably said this a million times already, but we had a drought all summer. We did get some rain towards the end of the summer, but at this point, we haven't had one single drop of rain since I was away on our cruise to see our daughter, which was mid-September. It's bad. It's really bad. So no rain. We'll probably get dumped on with snow this winter. You watch. Lucas Wallman's here. Hey, Lucas. For those of you that didn't watch the Vienna Seeds unboxing yesterday, Lucas Wallman, I have these over here. Lucas Wallman is a tomato breeder, and he's a member of our group too. Nice guy. And I grew a variety of his, a hanging variety called microberry. Some sites call it dwarf microberry, but it's not. It's just microberry. It's a hanging, cascading variety, although Lucas said you can train it to go up, which I didn't realize. And you can tell from these little guys, and this withstood several frosts, by the way. He said they're also long keepers, which is obviously too, because this plant's been dead a long time. So I've been snacking on them. So if you want to look, I know Tomato Eden carries microberry. I think she may call it dwarf microberry. I mean, a chipmunk who really loved it this year too. Microberry Jerry. Deb Toothaker, are you here? I brought something out specifically for you. Well, I've talked about it in other shows too. I forget to bring it down every show. Today I remembered. Deb and I both grew this variety called Chef Guy Getta. So prolific, very tasty, thick skin. They're starting to get soft, but I had so many of them and I put them in my recipe for tomato crack. It's this great, like slow roasted tomatoes with olive oil and garlic and fresh herbs. And then I slow roast it. I can it. It's just delicious. I know many of you have made it to recipes in the group under our recipes guide. Anyway, I put most of these in the crack when I wasn't eating them, but I realized that the longer they were sitting on the counter, they were not going bad at all. And this plant did not last until first frost. It produced a lot and then it kind of died. So I would say these are at least 3 months old, at least. And look, they're still good. They're still good. They're not. Should we taste it? Not the prettiest picture. I probably should have sliced into it to make it look better, but it's a pretty tricolor. You kind of see a little bit there. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, for me, growing long keepers is so I can have a special tomato treat in the winter. Would this be worth growing as a long keeper for the flavor? No, it was definitely better in season. Does this taste any better than a store-bought tomato? I'll be honest, at this point I will say no. But it did in season, so this was more of an experiment for me to see. Yes, they're long storage tomatoes, but let me just bite into another one, make sure it wasn't a bad fruit. Don't mean to tease you all who don't have tomatoes left. I don't have many. Yeah, still not great. All right, well, there's that test. But don't let that sway you from getting Chef Gaggetta. It was a really great variety. All right, let's get back to the comments. Karen's here. Hi, Karen. Oh, gosh, I'm like 20 minutes behind already. How's that possible? I don't know if I got you already, Rowena. Glad you're here. My friend, you're always so thoughtful and excited for the shows. Shannon's here. Hi, Shannon. Oh, my partner's here. Jen Joy. My buddy. Catch us tomorrow. Tomato Talk Live, 7 p.m. Eastern, which would be midnight in the UK and 1 a.m. Central European time. I know it's late, but Jen and I are gearing up for what is going to be what is now our top 10 for next year. And gosh, I remember I had quite a wish. I always have a big wish list. My wish list is very difficult. If you look at my seed seeking Saturdays on Saturdays, they're not easy to find. I admit, but I put them out there. And gosh, lately, I shared this a couple of weeks ago. Lately, I've been gifted with some of the varieties I had way up there. And today I'm going to share about one that I'm like uber excited about, that I didn't think I would find, but I found it, I think. Sue's here. Hey, Sue. Happy to be here again. You guys, you're gluttons for punishment. Catching me all week. I missed one day of an unboxing because I wasn't feeling well. I have so many unboxings to do. I've got this great order from Tomate Charme in France. What else do I have? Another Tomato Seta, the Tomato Eden. I showed this yesterday. My most insane order ever. So that me talking about 10 tomatoes takes 3 hours often. So I may have to break that up, or we can do like a midnight thing and we all stay up in our pajamas and we just go and go and go. Hi, Deborah. Deborah is the one that is donating Verde de las Landas. Thank you, Deborah, so much. I am so excited about this variety. When this new friend of mine told me how great it was, I was so excited to find them at Useful Seeds. Did anybody else order them? I think you did, because they sold out. I ordered 4 packs. I know James Maxwell ordered several packs, Deborah. But I'm pretty sure I heard some of you say you ordered. I'm really bummed. I think I had ordered a couple other things also. I may have just made I don't know. It's weird because it's shipped in a padded envelope, but Tatiana's do too. And these, I don't think I've ever had one confiscated from Tomato Eden. I know many of you have, and it really is just a crapshoot. You don't know. I said this yesterday. It has nothing to do against the vendor. but I'm bummed, especially they're sold out. I would have totally reordered, but they're sold out. So if anybody's gotten theirs, if they've ordered them and gotten them, speak up. I definitely don't want to talk down about the vendor. It's not their fault. And they've got some really nice things. Useful Seeds is their name. And they're the only ones as of this year that have this. Who else we have? Linda's here. Hey there. Glad you're here. Hi, Meyer Way. Thanks for being here. Who else we have? Lisa Lloyd's here. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining in. Kina's here. Hey, buddy. How are you? All the way from Norway. Michael's here, our producer. Hey, Michael. Nice to see you. Mary Rivas is here. I haven't seen you in a while, Mary. Glad you're here. Rolanda's here. She's been with me all week, too. Glad you're here, Rolanda. Make sure you subscribe to You Grow Row, her YouTube channel. Very nice gardening channel. Amy's here. Hey there. I'm trying to speed up so I'm not so far behind on the comments. Heidi's here. Hi, Heidi. I'm like 16 minutes behind already. Sandra, look at me. I'm Sandra B. Thanks, Sandra. Wonderful videos this week. Thank you. Thank you. Sherva's here. Hi, Sherva. Nice to see you, my friend. Shannon says, exciting news. I started a chocolate surprise room tomato seed this week in my hydroponic unit, and it has germinated. Hopefully, eventually, I will have seeds to share, as I know lots of people want seeds. It's a good variety. I grew it this summer. I'm growing it again now, actually. Yes, I know. They've been out of stock at Grafsamina. So I knew saving seeds for that one was important, but good luck. It's a really pretty one. I've seen Room Surprise, just regular at different vendors, but Room Surprise chocolate, I had never seen it anywhere other than Grafsamina. So that's good news. Good for you, Shannon. Not sure. I guess I missed a conversation. Something's from Timu. It's from Kina to Missy. Hi, Pretty. Glad you're here. Grow, cook, eat, repeat. And hashtag tomato. I'm really far behind. Oh, Malachite Jen's here. Hi, Malachite Jen. Thanks for being here. Tara Dove, thanks for joining us. Erin Danielson. Hi, Erin. I had started talking about I'm definitely giving seeds away. Well, I'm not. Deborah is, and thank you, Deborah. I've decided to not. After tomorrow night at Tomato Talk Live, I will be giving away prizes. Other than that, I'm going to lay low on the seed prizes for now. I want to get caught up, especially before the holidays. And the more I keep adding, it's just adding too much. So I'd like to catch up. I know I owe many of you prizes, so I may offer prizes through somebody else like Deborah, or just not at all. So be aware of that. But I think I'll be giving away stuff at Tomato Talk Live tomorrow. Or I may just drastically reduce. But for today, it's Deborah's prize of Verde de las Landas, and it's a good one. Hi, Kim. Thanks for being here. Adlet. Thanks for being here. Kina agrees. Thanks, Deborah, for the generosity. Yes, absolutely. Satya agrees. What an awesome sauce prize, for sure. I know I'm behind in the comments. Did anybody get theirs? One person in the group shared a photo of their order they got from Useful Seeds, and I think they're in the United States too. I may have just ordered too many packages and it got snagged. I'm not sure. Hi, Teresa. Glad you're here. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for joining us. Mary says, we always want to watch you, Lauren. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Let me try to catch up here. Oh, hi, Mike. Been catching your replay, Lauren. I finally caught a live. Glad you're here. It's been a while. I think I owe you guys seeds too. Rowena, Microberry, and Jerry will forever go together. Microberry, Jerry, my little chipmunk. Linda says, that's crazy about Chef Gaigetta. I know. They look perfectly good. They're just a little squishy. Taste is kind of but in season they tasted good. Sandra, you had surgery. I haven't been out to check my tomato plant since last Friday. Surgery. No worries. I'm okay. I'll keep you in my prayers, my friend. I'm glad you're okay. Hi, Sri Devi. Thanks for being here. And hi, Tomato Head, she says. Haley, the other one. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking you were Harley, the other one from Louisiana. Hi, Haley. I missed the unboxing live, so I'm super glad I made it today. I've done a few. I did 3 this week. I did the Advent calendar for Meraki seeds. I did Bounty Hunter seeds, and yesterday I did Vienna seeds. Wow, so many great seeds, so many great varieties, so little time. Susan 771 blah blah. Thanks for watching. How many tomatoes do you grow outside in a season? That's a tough thing to say. Regular and dwarfs, about 150. But then I put micros in pots around the deck and in green stalks and all that. I probably grew another 100, 120 micros. So if you get rid of the micros, and I haven't uploaded those photos yet, 150. And I'm not going any more than that. That's all I can take. It was a bit much this year. We had a great season. I'm not complaining. But I think it's just at the verge of being manageable for me, 150. Just on the verge of kind of being not manageable too. It's a lot when taking pictures and reviewing and saving seeds, and then I have to give out the seeds. That's the whole point. And I love to give out seeds. Please don't get me wrong. I'm overcommitted lately with how much time I've had available. So I just want to catch up. I've got seeds I haven't sent out since August. So if I owe you, please don't think I forgot about you. They're all written down in notebooks, something like this. I just need to catch up. Oh, Malachi Jen said they were sold out by the time I looked. That sounds familiar. I feel like they may have sold out by the end of that episode. You might be right. They're probably like, wow, there's a lot of people ordering this all of a sudden. I should reach out to them. It kills me knowing that my 4-packs and James's 4-packs are discarded into the universe. Ouch. But I'm glad that I have some that I can grow this year. Thank you to my friend Marco who sent those to me. Look, sorry if I'm a bit silent today, sitting the neighbor's dog till Sunday. Oh, that's fun. Kina, if you have your midnight, I can just wake up a little earlier and join. That might be fun. I'll have to think about that. What do they call that? Midnight madness? Midnight my time? Yeah, Michael, I bet you're right. Maybe there's a sneaky Tomato Head in customs over there. No kidding, right? Thank you, Teresa. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And Kina agrees. With all the seeds we know are taken in the customs in the United States, someone is having one awesome collection. I know customs. It's ironic because I know Australian friends. Oh no, who let you down? Rory the Wonder Cat. She was screaming at me for no reason earlier, so I locked her out. But somehow she's come down. She is a Wonder Cat. And she's feeling much better. She's the reason why I had to cancel last Friday. You better be silent. I've got a show to do. I was starting to say, like, I know many of you who live in Australia or New Zealand, they confiscate everything or a lot. So it's kind of ironic that I happen to get one confiscated from Australia because I've had things confiscated before, not a lot, but I've had a few. And Linda agrees. Crazy, awesome sauce garden somewhere. Oh, Shannon, you say this all the time. I cannot watch your unboxing. I cannot order more seeds. I have nearly 45 on my 2025 list, which is supposed to be 36. Well, you don't want to watch this show either. Speaking of which, I always recommend watching my shows with a notebook and a pen because you might find, oh, there she goes. There she goes. You shush. You might find something that you want to add to your wish list. You can add it to Seed Seeking Saturday post, or we have a most wanted post. You can put one most wanted at a time. Unfortunately, a few I'm showing today are not easy to find. But I do have some that you can actually order. And I don't like to do that because I always like to show stuff that isn't completely unattainable. And maybe it is attainable, but there's a couple I've been given this week or in the past couple of weeks that were hard to find. I was gifted them. And so maybe you can have a better job finding it than I did if you want it. Kelly, you picked your first 2 Micropalooza tomatoes yesterday. Ate them today. Avita Micro My Arrow Garden. That's great. That's great. I have to put up the Micropalooza update post. I think I've missed 2 weeks now. I think we're going to have, especially those who grew in hydroponics. I bet there's others like you, Kelly, who are harvesting now. I'm not. The only one I grew in hydro is Zusa Louise, which I've grown before. And that is fruiting, but nothing ripe yet. Drew says, your chef guy has to taste better than the grocery store. Traveling again today, discovered I won seeds 2 weeks ago. We'll contact you. Thanks so much. I don't know that it does right now. I mean, in the summer, it definitely tasted good, better than a grocery store tomato, but right now, no. But it would make a really pretty, November, December tomato salad with, sliced, maybe with mozzarella, basil, olive oil, aged balsamic. And if you dress it up with all that stuff, a little salt and pepper, it'll taste good. And it'd be a lot prettier than whatever you can find in the grocery store. So there's that. Let's see the precious Rory, please. She doesn't like to be on camera. And what happens is she wants me to give her dinner. We've had to switch her to a new food because she's fat. The vet told us last week. I guess I see her through mother's eyes. I knew she was fluffy, but I didn't know she was actually fat. So I've switched her to a new food, and thankfully she likes it. All right, she's not looking right now. Let me see if I can get her. So what happens is I'll stand up and walk towards her, and she wants to lead me out to get food. Hang on. Come here, Rosie. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Boy. And that's exactly what she did, but I got her. This is Rory the Wonder Cat, my fat little chubby girl. Say hello. Say hello, baby. She's my pride and joy. Rob and I are obsessed with her and the kids. All right, say goodbye. I should have locked her out. So that's my Rory the Wonder Cat. Anthony, your bee times is over 2 feet tall. I'm trying to think. My tallest one got 22 inches. I can't imagine it's going to get much taller. That's pretty tall. Over 24 inches. Oh, over 2 feet tall. Is it getting fruit on it? You could maybe pinch the top. I had them in, I forget if it was 2 or 3 gallon grow bags outdoors, which obviously outdoors and the sun's going to have light that won't. Sometimes if you grow indoors, they search for the light, so they grow much taller than they would if they were outside. But if it's getting too tall for you, you can pinch the top and stop it from getting taller. Anybody else? I gave away so many Bee Times Macbeth. And if you still need Bee Times Macbeth, if I didn't get you, private message me on Facebook. I still have plenty of seeds left, and I'd love to spread this. I'm donating a whole bunch of packets to the MMMM seed swap over in Tomato Junction to hopefully revive and get this variety out into the world again. Oh, Lucas, I once got a letter from Australian Customs that I should stop sending seeds. I don't write a sender address on my letters. They must check the fingerprints? Really? The friend I have who gave me from New Zealand the Henry Harrington's bush cherry seeds, which you could only get in New Zealand at the time. I grew it out. I've shared seeds with many of you, and I know a couple vendors. Vienna Seeds has them now, I think, and Kennett Forgotten Heirlooms. But anyway, I was so grateful for those seeds, and she was snagged by Australian Customs saying, I don't know what her letter said, but it basically threatened her she can no longer accept seeds. Are you serious about the fingerprints thing? That can't be right, right? Kim says, it's not a question of might find something to add to my wish list. It's about how many I'll add. I know. Sorry, my friend Mike, I don't know if you're here, Mike Williams said that I'm the tomato temptress. Diana says, someone is so sweet to send me seeds for a tomato I commented on in TLC. I said I was adding it to my list. Now it's being sent. I'm so surprised. Good for you. That's what makes Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap so great, is because we're all just, we love to see each other be happy. It's not like, look what I've got, look what I'm growing. It's not like that. It's like, oh gosh, I've got an order. It's got 10 seeds in it. If I keep 5 for myself, I can maybe give 2 to this person and 3 to the other person. And that's not just me. That's everybody. That's why the group is so great. You guys agree? Those of you in the group? My Nano's meatball is 80 days in hydro and still nothing ripe. How tall is it, Michael? I've got one in a grow bag right over there. I've got to show you. I've been talking about it, and I'm just going to show you. Hang on. It's not doing well. I've got 2 plants. One produced no fruit. One produced 1 fruit. And look at this sorry looking thing. It's like a Dr. Seuss tree. It's got no flowers. I mean, I can prune the heck out of it, but I know that one tomato is going to taste great, though, because Nano's meatball is outstanding. But I know a couple of you were also going to try growing Nanos indoors this winter. Let me know if you are growing it. Rowena, was it you? I think you weren't successful at it. Am I right about that? Oh, precious girl. You're so sweet, Jen. My fat little girl. Michael, it's 18 inches. Interesting. Mine's probably about 18 also. Although it's dying. Oh, thanks, Diana. She is, thank you to blah, blah. She is my pretty girl. She was almost a street cat. We adopted her mom from a woman we know who does trap, neuter, release. She goes out into cat colonies, like by dumpsters at restaurants, where feral cats congregate. And she just, out of the kindness of her heart, takes them, traps them, which is not easy, brings them to a vet to get fixed, and then puts them back. And she had a pregnant one about 8 years ago. Is that how old? Yeah. Pregnant one about 8 years ago. She brought in to her home, and, she had the kittens, and then she gave the kittens away, and then the mom was feral. And I guess they have to separate the mom from the kittens when they're 6 weeks old, something like that, because she said the mom will teach them how to be feral, which is interesting. But anyway, Rory is one of those kittens, and she is so pampered that it makes me laugh that she was almost on the streets. And I'm so grateful that we saved her from the streets too. Thanks, Haley. She's so pretty. Is she really that fat? That's what I asked the vet. Is she really that fat? And the vet said yes. and pay $900 for the visit. Not my regular vet. It was an emergency vet. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks, Linda. Kids. Kitty first, though. Oh, yeah, the cat comes first before the kids for sure. Oh, Brian's here. Hey, Brian. Oh, Oddlet. I've got a sick critter in my office, too, but he's a duck. How cute. What's your duck's name? Interesting, Anthony. B times Macbeth, 25.5 inches, buds, no fruit, 2-gallon grow bag sitting directly in a window with 6 hours of direct sunlight. Yeah, that won't... 6 hours isn't going to be enough. So I'm not surprised it's getting so tall. It's fine. It's going to get taller because, window light is just not enough. They really need like 18 hours of light, 16 to 18, and then off. But I mean, I've grown things in windowsills before, micro dwarfs that are supposed to be this big, and they end up getting like 24 to 30 inches. Nothing wrong with it. It's just I would expect that it may get taller, and don't be surprised if it does. But again, you can pinch the top and allow it to fruit. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong about that. Don't listen to me. Am I spacing out here? I think all of a sudden I'm thinking, no, you need it. You need to keep the top growing in order for it to fruit. I don't think so. Correct me, guys. All of a sudden I went into like Space Cadet mode. Oh, Diana, you don't have beat times? We'll work that out for sure. For sure. Please message me. Kelly, my beat times is really tall as well. Just started blooming halfway up the plant. Took a while. Mine took a while too. If you guys followed me, I don't want to bore you with my story of beat times Macbeth, because I'm sure all of you have heard it ad nauseum, or most of you. But it's an impossible variety to find. I had 10-year-old seeds given to me, and it took forever for them to germinate. And so I was so excited. I'm going to save the tomato, right? We all want to save the varieties. And I was going to, grow several plants and give away seeds. And once it really started growing, I was so excited, and it felt like it took forever. But the one thing I will tell you is once they fruit, they go on and on and on. It's great. It's a really great variety. No, you're not kidding about the fingerprints, Lucas. Here in Austria, you need to give your fingerprints for getting ID. Interesting. Deborah, I've always gotten my seeds from overseas except for once. And you haven't had bad luck, huh? My friend sure did. I'm excited to see what Gary sends from the MMMM. Hope beat times is in there. Karen, message me. I'm happy to give away to anybody who wants them. Same with my Bananas Noir, by the way. If anybody doesn't have them and wants them, just private message me for a self-addressed stamped envelope. I'd be happy to give you seeds. Thanks, Kim. Best group ever. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything so I can get started talking tomatoes. Kina says, Nanos, I had high expectations and then got so shocked when it meet them. Not sure what you mean, my friend. Oh, and Michael, you've got a 4-inch fruit. Mine's definitely not 4 inches, but I bet it'll be tasty. It was you, Rowena. Mine died, but my friend dug up my outside plant and pruned it. It's setting fruit. Excellent. Oh, Marvin, you're growing it indoors too. Perfect. How's yours going? It's a great variety. For those of you that may not be aware, it was one of my favorites of the year. I know I'm not alone. It's a variety offered by Secret Seed Cartel from France. I believe they have them in stock. Last I checked, they did. But you can also ask for them in the group because many of us grew it this past year. Terry Crafty T333. Hi there. Glad you're watching. Jen says Jade stands on the scale holding our cats. She's determined not to let me fatten them up. I thought about that when I was holding Rory early. I'm like, because she's got a very small frame. She's a small, like if you were to take everything off, she's a tiny cat, but she's just gotten very fluffy. So I thought about putting her on the scale with me. All right. Oh, your duck's name is Lump. I love that name. Hopefully he will come around. Well, let's all send our healing vibes out to Lump the duck. I love it. Erin, I did the same. I tried to do anything I could to get these to germinate. I did a damp paper towel on a heat mat, and then I had 2 last seeds that weren't sprouting from the heat mat, so I stuck those in my A Hope Garden hydro unit, and those germinated. Yours about 12 inches tall. I'm so glad. I know you're tired, Keena. It's late. What I mean is I had high expectations, and they were as good as I expected them to be. I'm so glad. I thought you had said that. Somebody during, I think, Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce back early summer, I forget who. I know it was a male tomato head. I think I know who, but I don't want to get it wrong. His had ripened before mine or anybody else's that I had known, and he said quite possibly the best tomato he'd ever grown. And so people tell me that. I have to admit, I have expectations, but I'm afraid I set them too high. But he was right. He was absolutely right. It's Suffer Well was still better for me and Rob, but that was probably number 2 of the year. Fantastic. Hi, Francis. I'm going to need to start a GoFundMe thanks to y'all. Just had electrical added to my garage to accommodate winter growing. Okay, let's get to some tomatoes. What else did I want to say? Oh, a couple things. Vienna Seeds, if you didn't catch my show yesterday, she's offering 15% off right now until the 24th. It's exclusive just for, oh, rats, did I not put it in here? I guess it doesn't transfer to different studios. Let me just write it quickly. I thought all my banners would, I have different studios set up for different, like one for unboxings and all that. And I thought it transferred. Hang on one sec. So the code is thanks, capital T, the rest on lowercase. Let me see if this worked. So go to viennaseeds.com, code thanks, and you can get 15% off just for our tomato heads and TLC and who watch my show. And of course, who watches Jen's show. Anything having to do with TLC, me, Jen, Kina, whatever, until the 24th. So that was very nice. And Sabine, if you're watching, thank you again for that. Okay, what else do I want to say? The seeds. Oh gosh, I forgot. I've forgotten this the last couple days too. We started a new group in the Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap family. So we already had Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. We now have Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap. Let me pull it up here. So we started it. Kina brought it up a couple months ago, and we were all like, when are we going to find time for this? But we just decided we really needed it. So let me show you what it looks like. I think we just unveiled it like a week ago. Sorry, I'm tired too, and it's not even midnight my time. Okay, here it is. Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap. I will put the link in the comments, the direct link. If you're a member of TLC already, you can automatically, oops, sorry, not for you guys to see. You will automatically be approved. If it's somebody outside, and everybody's welcome. You don't have to be a member of TLC or Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap to be in the group. It's just you automatically get approved because we've already screened you. Let me put in the comments the direct link. GLC. So we wanted a place to offer, to talk about gardening of other things with the same guidelines as we offer in TLC and PLC. A kind, generous, fun, informative, educational place. Okay, I think that's all my announcements. And Tomato Talk Live tomorrow night. All right, so again, put in, if you've commented already, you're already entered. We've got, I thought it was working. Oh, rats. It's not, hang on. Rats. I thought it was working, but it's not letting more than 25 people be entered. That thing still doesn't work. How are we going to do this? That's never happened. It lets me go up to 100. Oh, rats. Not sure how to handle this. I've got 25 names on here. Oh, they must have changed it. It says I need to upgrade for more than 25 commenters. Before it was upgrade, it was letting me go to 100. Now it's 25. Ugh, what a haze. What a haze. How am I going to do this? Because this is such a good prize, I don't want anybody to miss out. And the first 25 people isn't really fair either. I got to think on this one. I wonder if I can upgrade right here and now. Let me just check. Yeah, that's not fair. Bear with me, guys. All right, I'm going to just try upgrading really quick because I'm going to need this for other things too. And then I may ask you guys to comment again. Hang on. Sorry. The good news is I've got some good tomatoes to show you. What a pain in the butt. I wish Evie Mux's one would work. 3899. Oop. Giving away my code to everybody. Now I can't find my card. All right, this is a hot mess. Oh, wait. Hot mess. Almost there, I think. All right, let's try this again. We'll just set it up. I'm going to ask everybody to comment one more time, but don't do it yet. Okay, so just for the heck of it, it's got the original 25, but just for the heck of it, everybody comment again. We can get up to 100. What a pain in the neck that is. Okay, let's talk tomatoes, shall we? Now I'm annoyed. Glad you guys are talking. Okay, the first one had been on my wish list for a while, and I did a trade with a member. I'd rather not say the member's name just in case, but this is one of the ones that I couldn't find anywhere else. And it is called Marmalade Lamp or Marmeladny Lempachki. It's a variety from Siberia. I took this information from, I've got 2 sites. As far as I can tell, I've only seen it in Russia. But if anybody knows where else you can get marmalade lamp, let me know, because I do like to offer that to you guys. It's a beautiful and very tasty heirloom, combines an unusual shape from a light bulb with a frill at the stalk to a bag with a similar frill. So I guess it's ribbed. It doesn't look like it from that picture, but it must be. Let me make this bigger. 2-color green shoulders, doesn't disappear even in full maturity. Main color is burgundy. I just love that interior. Let me make me smaller. Look at that. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, Justin, I've planted my Verde de las Landas this week, waiting for germination. Good for you. Did you get them from Useful Seeds and you got them, or did you get them elsewhere? Kim, I know, right? This is a beautiful tomato marmalade lamp. And thank you for who's watching gave this to me. Thank you very much. It just looks outstanding. Taste is rich with a clearly expressed fruity note, pleasantly sweet. Special marmalade or jelly consistency of the pulp allows the taste to fully reveal itself, and you will definitely like it. Ugh, I do already. It's from Siberia. An old Siberian variety, the second popular name in the late 80s of the last century is Lempachka. It got its name because of the unusual shape of the fruits. They look like a pear or a light bulb. A little later, these tomatoes began to be called marmalade for their unusual taste. And even later, this variety was given the name Marmelade Lempachka, or Marmalade Lempachka. Indeterminate, mid-season, productive, fruits dark burgundy, beautiful folds at the base of the fruit with thin skin, another thing I love, weighing up to 150 grams, a real tomato taste with sweetness. Delish. I know, it is so pretty, isn't it, Jen? Just gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of Antico di Ravenna, Black Heart of Ravenna. Why am I such a space cadet today? Ravenna, Antico di Ravenna, Heart of Ravenna, whatever it was. It looks just like that. I grew it this year. It's beautiful. Gardening Dreams, you grew it this year? How was it? Let us know. Anybody else grow it? Kina, I'm missing some comments. They're going fat. You grew that one this year, Kina? What did you think? Yes, this is the same as Lamps of Marmalade or Marmalade. Same one. And blah blah says the inside and the color. Agree. Hi, Cindy. Glad you're here. Looks so meaty. It does. I'm all about the seeds and the goo, though. Of course you've grown it, Eva. Where are you hiding? Very sweet and tasty. Good to know. Did I go somewhere, Erin? Did I pop out or something? Kina says it was good, super productive. Good to know. All right, what's next? This is another one I was given as a gift. It's a new to me micro dwarf, believe it or not, which is hard to find. This is called Tokyo Micro Dwarf. She reached out to me from Tomato Junction of all places. I don't spend a lot of time in there. I'd like to spend more time in there. I just don't have time. But she had seen a video of mine talking about Tiny Totem, and she wanted to know where I got seeds. And there's confusion about Tiny Totem versus Totem, so I told her I'd send her seeds, and she said she has a Japanese micro dwarf to send me, and she sent me a lot more than that. But this is Tokyo Micro Dwarf. Do I have the seed pack here? I actually planted the seeds yesterday. You can find this. This is from Kids Seed Company. Let me give you the direct link to order. Tokyo Micro Dwarf. Very cute site. Looks like it's probably parents doing it with their kids. This is one of their daughters here. Very, very nice thing to do with your kids, teaching them the value of growing and gardening and all that. But they've got a nice selection of seeds. I just put the direct link in the comments for Tokyo Micro Dwarf. Japanese Micro Dwarf tomato can be grown in small pot, reaches 14 inches tall or 35 centimeters. Can be grown on porch balcony. Delicious red cherries. The seeds, they say, came from our Japanese cousins. They lived in an apartment in Tokyo and have grown this variety for many years on their windowsill. They gave us seeds last time we visited them in Japan, and they originally obtained seeds from their urban garden club in Tokyo. So that's always exciting. I know many of us are micro crazy. Anybody grown this one? I know, Kina, right? Now, I had never heard of it either. But yeah, if you Google it, the shop should come up right away. It's exclusive to them at the moment. So I love the looks of these. It looks nice and small. That's why I really didn't need to start more micro seeds for Micropalooza at all, because I'm growing out a lot of F2s, F3s of my own right now. I have a couple growing, but this one I just had to grow. And of course I had to grow so I could save seeds and disperse them too. Oh, Karen says, you saw comments flying, but I was frozen. I saw comments flying too. Maybe I was frozen. Amy says, I thought I recognized the photo of Tokyo Micro Dwarf. Just bought several of their other varieties earlier last month. Me too. When I searched, even though this was given to me as a gift, when I searched, because I always have to search what it is, I came across several. So I ordered more Tokyos also and a couple other things. It is a nice little shop. Kyla says, I love Kids Seed Company. Just got an order from them last week. Very nice. Very nice. Always good to find a new vendor. I didn't really look at their story too much, but I definitely get the impression that it's a parent doing it with children, which is really sweet. So that's Tokyo Micro Dwarf. Next one is another gift. Unless somebody gives me permission, I tend to not say who they came from, because if you know you gave me these seeds and you want to speak up, that's up to you. But I don't want people getting, asked for seeds. Not that it's the worst thing in the world, but I prefer, and I know Kina and Jen feel the same way. If you see something you like, put it in Seed Seeking Saturday or Your Most Wanted, rather than asking the person directly. But anyway, this one I got just this week from a friend, a very good friend, called Big Malacca. Now, many of you probably, if you followed me for a while, you know that my husband, Rob, Mr. Tomato Head, really wanted a 2-pound tomato. All of our friends get our gardening friends get 2-pound tomatoes. We'd had really close, but never a 2-pounder until this year. A variety called Large Membranous. It was 2.5 pounds. But this is a very special one. These seeds are only available from one vendor in Australia, called Vasilis. It's from Greece. It's big, ribbed, shaped, meaty tomato, packed full of flavor. Average weight goes between 900 grams and can grow as big as 2.5 kilograms. That's 2 to 5 pounds. And at this point, you can, like I said, you can only get it from this one vendor. They actually have a Facebook group dedicated to growing this tomato. It's called the Big Malacca Tomato Competition. So it's exciting. There's tons of YouTube videos on it also, but you can take a look. So this is exciting. I always like if something's only, available limited spots or whatever, I'm just like, bing, I'm interested. Big Malacca. It looks really pretty. I love the golden shoulders on that. Luann, here comes another order. I don't know if Vasilis ships to the United States or not. But you can check. I mean, if you, it's Vasilis. Let me put a banner up. They're from Australia. VAS. Hang on. Oh, it's Vasilis Garden. VasilisGarden.com. Okay, this is the site if you're interested in getting Big Malacca. Thank you to my friend, I know you're watching, for giving me these. It's quite a treat. And on another note, for those of you who are interested in getting big tomatoes, large membranous, it wasn't even just one random tomato that was 2.5 pounds. They were almost all like that. And huge clusters. We didn't even, my son picked it out because the name sounded funny. He's 26. Little did we know this was going to be, we grew Domingo. We've grown a whole bunch of tomatoes that are guaranteed 2-pounders, never had it until large membranous. But this one looks like the smaller end is 2 pounds. So that's kind of crazy. Rooted in Texas wants to know, anyone have suggestions for sliced tomatoes that do well in Texas, South Texas? Good question. Good question. My happy place. What is your favorite tart 2-pounder? Well, I've only had one 2-pounder. It was the large membrane. It was actually pretty tasty too. I'm not a big fan of reds normally, except for bacon lettuce in this. But that was actually pretty tasty. I was expecting it to not be. But that's all. You can ask that of everybody else who's done 2-pounders. I know Jen Joy's done 2-pounders. I've gotten close. Jarson 18.3 was like right on the brink. Sandra's Smile a couple of years ago was right on the brink. But we grew Big Zack a couple of years ago. That wasn't even close. Domingo wasn't even close either. Missy says, looks beautiful. Probably need a crane instead of a stake to hold it up. Yeah, it is a really pretty one. Let me check on that giveaway tool again. Yep, it's working. It's working. Okay. So anybody that's commented will be entered. What a pain. Now I probably am paying more for that than I was for StreamYard with me. I'll deal with it later. No biggie. All right, so that's Big Malacca. Let me get back to my list here. This next one is another gift I got from one of you out there who gave me something else I've already mentioned. This one, I believe, was on my wish list also. It's another one that I think is hard to find. It is called, oops, that's the Facebook group. It is called Southern Evening, or whatever that Russian pronunciation is, Yuzhny Vecher. It's the real, I mean, I should probably have them flipped around. It is a Russian variety. I've seen it in other Russian stores. I believe it's an Elita, Aelita variety. But some Yuzhny Vecher, whatever translates to Southern Evening in English. I think I saw it at 3 different places in Russia, but nothing here in the United States. So if you can if you can order from Russia, That's great. And if you can order from Russia successfully, I think you're going to make a whole lot of friends here. I missed your comment, Deborah. All right, let me go back. Oh, Deborah. Thank you. Yes, she's the one that gave me seeds for the big Malacca. I can give out five seeds of that one too, once only. Thank you, Deborah. Wow. I'm just going to write these down. Thank you very, very much. So generous. Justin says, I'm growing big Malacca as well this year. It's a cultivar of the same as big Greek tomato available from Dave's Seeds. I wondered that because when I was searching big Malacca, it was talking about it was defaulting a lot to big Greek tomato. Good to know. Good to know. I bet next year you may be able to find it in other vendors, but for right now, it's just at that one. Karen says, Big Malacca is on my wish list, hoping to grow a few 2-pounders this summer. Well, you're entered. Maybe you can win it. Maybe you can win it or put it on your most wanted list also. Or maybe Vasilis you can order from Australia. I'm not really sure. So that's, anyway, this Southern Evening. Let's find out about this. Early high-yielding variety recommended for growing in protected and open ground. It's 107 to 112 days maturity. Actually, that's from germination, so that's different. Indeterminate fruits are interesting color, juicy and fleshy, weighing up to 300 grams with more than 6 chambers. I couldn't find an interior picture of this one, which bugs the crap out of me. Taste is rich and spicy. We talked about this yesterday in my Vienna Seeds unboxing. Somebody asked what definition of spicy is when it comes to tomatoes, and we all had kind of different answers. Like, we knew what we were talking about, but it was hard to put into words. Spicy to me means lots and lots of flavor. Did I read the description of Big Malacca, by the way? I'm not sure I did. Let's just say it again, because it says it's full of flavor, which isn't, like I said, it isn't typical of 2-pounders. Big ribbed shaped meaty tomato that's packed full of flavor. Okay, so let's get to the flavor on Southern Evening. Tastes rich and spicy, tolerant to major diseases, wants you to grow 1 to 2 stems. Yeah, so that's Southern Evening. It's anybody. Eva, have you grown it? Kina? All my regular suspects. Oh, hi, Jamie. Glad you're here. Yeah, Teresa, I should have uploaded, even though I couldn't find an interior, I should have uploaded other photos. You can see different angles, but they're dark and beautiful. So I think this is definitely going on my grow list for next year. This next one comes highly recommended from 2 people whose palates I respect a lot. Malachi, Jen, I'm pretty sure you're one of them. Anyway, you're one of the 2 I was thinking of. This is called Pink Princess, which honestly, had they not said something to me, I would have been like, okay, doesn't look like anything special to me. But they both say it is. Let me read to you about this. It's from the United States. Breeders are Rachel and Tevis Robertson Goldberg, and it is a variety from the Open Seed Source Initiative. Regular leaf plant producing pink small tomatoes, bred by Rachel and Tevis Robertson Goldberg by using the famous sun sugar F1. And I know that is one of Malachite Jen's favorites. Malachite Jen, if you're still here, this is one you were telling me I needed to grow. Was it not? I know, Marco, you're one of them. This variety is the sweetest cherry tomato I have tasted so far, but it's not just mild and boring like many sweet cherry varieties. Bold and aromatic at the same time, with just a very small amount of acidity to make things a bit more interesting. Surely one of the best tasting cherry tomatoes out there. This is information from the Open Seed Source Initiative, by the way. They go on to say a very sweet, pink, crack-resistant, pointy oblong. I guess there's a little point there. pointy, oblong, vigorous, indeterminate cherry, early and productive. It's a sister to honey drop in the early years of that breeding project that we decided it was too good to cull, even though we were aiming for an orange cherry. It was the sweetest cherry tomato we had grown until Anona's Sunset came along. Now I have to check that one out. It has developed a following among our farmers market customers, has a thicker skin and firmer texture than most, which are both positive traits in this instance. I found honey drop to be the same. Very, very tasty, but thick skin. And actually, one of my favorite cherries this year was the same Pixie Fire from Terra Nova Farm. That's got a crunch to it also, but doesn't take away at all from how spectacular it is. Selected for flavor, crack resistance, vigor, disease resistance in Western Massachusetts. And it was named by Anona Robertson Goldberg, age 4. So it must have been their I assume daughter, but I'm not really sure. Anybody grown this? Kina, same. That's weird. I'm starting to look for pink ones. I feel I have neglected them somehow. Same. Particularly pink beefsteaks. I'm looking into, you know this, but Spanish pink varieties. I think I have a tendency to think of reds and pinks the same, and they're just not. Yeah, I think I'm going to grow this pink princess next year. It sounds fantastic. I love that it's got sun sugar in it. I love the Open Seed Source Initiative and what they do, and that's high ratings. Oh, Eva, you've grown it. Of course you have. I have grown it so good. You'll soon think I'm lying when I've grown. I don't think you're lying at all. When I've grown so many varieties. I grow at least 500 varieties every year. Excuse me. So that's the explanation. I think I'm going to have to start, excuse me, talking too much. I'm going to have to start paying you to come to each show because you give us the insight we're looking for. Sometimes I haven't in a while posted stuff that I've grown. I think I did one last time. Lately, it's been stuff I've got coming in because I'm so excited about it. So I can't always speak to how good it is. I'm really, really glad. And honest opinions is what we want because our grow lists are getting huge. And if there's one that anybody tells us is just not that great, maybe we take that into consideration. Me and my shadows here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Thanks for being here. Okay, so I've got another cherry next. I don't do cherries that often, but this next one I just ordered from a place called Common Sense Seeds. Many of you, I believe, have ordered from them. I'll be doing an unboxing soon from them. They're in Canada, and this is called Rosita Brandywine Cherry. All right, Eve, I'm just asking you right now, have you grown it? Again, from Common Sense Seeds. This one you can order. I have the link. Let me find it. Rosita Brandywine Cherry. All right, I'm going to put this in the comments. There it is. And it's commonsenseseeds.ca because they're in Canada. Let me put this down here. commonsenseseeds.ca is the site. They've got some I ordered a number of things from them because I needed more seeds. commonsenseseeds.ca. So anyway, let's get back to the variety. Rosita Brandywine Cherry. Brandywine and a cherry sounds awfully good to me. They say it's the famous Brandywine tomato in the size of a cherry tomato. It is the accomplishment of longtime tomato breeder Conti Rawal and seedsman Steve Peters of California. Their goal is to create great tasting, hardy, open pollinated tomatoes for the public domain. They call them heirlooms of tomorrow. Rosita Brandywine has large, round, pink cherry tomatoes on compact 2-foot plants. What? How did I not know this part? 2-foot plants. I can totally grow that indoors, she says. I am. I'm going to plant this. I grew Tutti Frutti Mandarin last year. Got to be almost closer to 3, but it gave me lots of great cherries. It'll be crazy. I'm totally planting this. I am. I'm just putting it in soil. Actually, I don't even think I got my order yet, now that I think about it. As soon as it arrives, it's going in soil. Tastes sweet and juicy like its famous namesake, brandy wine, but it is more manageable in size, earlier, and perfect for containers. What? I must have just not read that part because I feel like I'm reading it for the first time. I do put together, for each show, I put together, what do you call it, an outline. And so I take like the link to the variety from my spreadsheet, including the write-up on it, and I just copy and paste. I don't go through and read it all. Even when I copy and paste into my inventory spreadsheet, I don't. So yeah, I'm reading this for the first time. Perfect for containers, brandy wine cherry. Say what? Eva, have you grown it? Have you grown it? Amy says, I got seeds for Rosita brandy wine in the swap last year. Gonna drop some in soil now. Good girl. Good girl. Lisa, you could walk to Common Sense Seeds. Same city, but I've never met them. Interesting. What does open pollinated mean? Basically, it means, well, it goes into a lot, but you can save seeds from it. It is not a hybrid. And it's been grown, outdoors and allowed, crossed and allowed to do its thing, stabilized and all of that. That is open pollinated. Gardening Dream says open pollinated means you let nature pollinate. Haley says, I grew Brandywine pink and didn't like it, so now I'm leery about Brandywine variety. That's surprising, Haley. I loved Brandywine pink. I grew it years ago. I thought it had so much flavor. Brandywines are a pain because, for me at least, and I've heard others say the same, they're very late season. So you need to have a significant growing season to be able to grow them. It's kind of widely known in the tomato world that Brandywines are challenging. But for me, they're super tasty. Totally putting this in soil as soon as they arrive. And I have a feeling they might be selling out. Okay, this next one, I think I'm going to pinch myself because I can't believe I've got seeds coming for it. If you're in the group, you may, I don't know that you pay attention to what I put in my seed seeking Saturday, but the past 2 Saturdays, I've put this variety I first saw from a tomato head on Instagram. And I looked at this picture. I'm like, what is this? And I looked it up. And of course, it's only available in Russia. And I've searched and searched. I've asked around, but I have a friend who has them coming and is going to send me 2 seeds. It's called, no. Tell me I didn't, wait. Let's go back. Tell me I forgot to upload this slide. Hang on, stop the presses here. I've got to find the slide. Did I not upload it? Oh no, of all, can I edit now, I wonder? That buildup is just too good. Hang on, let me upload it. Here it is. Some of you will know, Keen, I know you can probably guess. Can I move them around? No. All right. I think it's here. Here it is. Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest. Look at this beauty. This is from a couple different sites. The picture I saw on Instagram was purely the interior. And for those of you that know me, you know I'm a sucker for the interior. But then the exterior is really fantastic. Also, one site said it's similar to a variety I think I talked about a couple weeks ago called Prune Abiquiera, something like that. It's a variety from Russia. I believe it's brand new. I know Tatiana from Tomato Eden has not to order, unfortunately. She has them to grow next year. But this has been, I don't want to say I've asked for it for forever because that's not true. I think I only discovered it 3 or 4 weeks ago. But this instantly went up. I actually had it as my most wanted for today at the end of the episode. But then got the good news that hopefully it's coming. So I've moved it to now not my most wanted. And then I didn't have time to upload another most wanted. I did find it, Marvin. I did. A nice friend who from Poland who's able to get me seeds, and she's got them on order. 2 seeds, but I'll take it. I'm so grateful. I know. Let's read about Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest. First of all, the name is a Kina name if I ever heard one. Anything that's unique with the name, yeah. I just saw it. Yeah, that is, and then the name. Yep. Kina said to me last week, I think she was busy. She didn't have time to be at her computer, but she noticed I put up this Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest and Seed Seeking Saturday, and she's like, you've got to tell me about this. I showed her a picture. She's like, yep, going on the grow list. Indeterminate, mid-season, 180 centimeters. My little cheat sheet doesn't go up that far. Leaf is regular, long. Fruits are pepper-shaped, olive ochre in color. Ugh. Pink with a pink blush weighing 150 to 200 grams. Pulp is multicolored, rainbow, beautiful, juicy, oily structure, very sweet, unusual, wonderful variety. And then another site, different Russian site. They're all, I think I've seen it on 4 or 5 different Russian sites. And you can find various people on Instagram who have grown it, I believe from over in Russia. They say tall mid-season variety. On my bush, the fruits were of different shapes. Large plum shape weighing up to 500 grams. Color is emerald green with pink interior. The nose is raspberry. The pulp is dense and juicy, oily, very sweet. In the center of the pulp, there is an invariable raspberry tongue. I love that. The taste is multifaceted with notes of fruit, an unusual, wonderful variety. So I know, doesn't it look so good? It looks so good. That's up at the top of like my 3 most wanted for 2025 as of today. And Jen, by the way, if you're late to joining us, Jen and I are doing our Tomato Talk Live for November tomorrow. What is that? February, November 15th, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we are both going to be sharing our top 10 most anticipated varieties of 2025. For those of you that watch my show, you may not find any surprises, but we can go over it again. My wish list keeps going every day. I know I'm the tomato temptress, as my friend Mike says. That's so pretty. Are they paste? I don't believe they're paste tomatoes. I know they resemble it, but nothing I read has that. They're, the meat, it's not as meaty as a lot of paste tomatoes. Gorgeous interior. I agree. I know, Jen, I know. I need these in my hand yesterday. I wish, believe me, you and Kina know if I had extras. And I'd still have feelers out, so maybe. And if any of you out there can order from Russia, I think you'll find some very grateful people. Bye, Kina. Good night. Off to bed with the Elves tomato. Okay. So I had to scroll through, so some of you have seen what else I'm going to talk about. This one was on my wish list for a while. It was, again, I found it on a Russian site. Couldn't find it anywhere, but Tatiana Tomato Eden has uploaded it. It's called Bourgeot, or otherwise known as Burzhuj or Y at the end. So you may have seen it. It says not to be confused with the F1 hybrid of the same name, indeterminate, powerful, up to 2 meters or 6.5 feet. They want you to double stem it. Fruits are emerald, beautiful, flat, round, slightly ribbed, weighing 200 to 400 grams. Early to ripen. Fruits are very tasty and very productive. So again, you can get this from Tomato Eden. I think I've got the link. If you haven't been on Tomato, did I not put it up there? Rats. Well, you can go to tomatoeden.net and search Bourgeois. I think she just uploaded it a couple weeks ago. And I'm a sucker for green when ripe tomatoes, so I don't remember where I first saw it a while ago, But when I saw Tomato Eden had uploaded it, went right off my wish list and right into my cart and into my hands. Harley, has anyone grown out any of the free 5,000 tomato seeds I sent? No, because I haven't done anything with them. They're sitting right here. Where are they? I've got your envelope here. And I've been trying to, here it is. I've been trying to think of something good to do with them. Thank you for sending these in. Haven't forgotten about them, just trying to think of a good way and find time to do some kind of a giveaway. But that, I'm thinking of worst case scenario, donate them to my local libraries, like 300 seeds per library. It's up to you. I certainly don't want to keep them from you donating to your library. I kind of have them in our TLC library just waiting for something to do, but I am more than happy to send you back whatever seeds you want. I'm grateful for the donation. I hate for them to go to waste, but honestly don't know how to dish them out being random seeds. I think we could do a fun giveaway. Maybe you and I can talk privately, where some people don't mind not knowing what variety it is. I just haven't been able to do a giveaway yet. Oh, you have 15,000 to 20,000 more. Holy smokes. You've got to tell us, and I think you shared it before, how do you have that many no-name seeds? I forget. You shared it with us before. All right. So that's bourgeois. And the next one and the last one is one I got from Tomate Charmé in France. I'll be doing an unboxing of theirs probably next week. I did an unboxing of theirs a couple months ago, I think back in April, and I've just placed another order that came in. So this one sounded really nice. It's a pink called Malinovka Yabloknaya, or apple, translates to apple raspberry, from Kazakhstan. It's a legendary and very rare variety from the city of Semipalatinsk in Kazakhstan, which is more than 120 years old. Large pink fruits, raspberries. I think I have the ordering link for this one too, from Tomate Charmé. Yes, I do. And I'm putting it in the comments now. That's the direct link to order. It's Tomate de Charmé. I wonder if I have a banner from them. They've got a lot of nice things. This is my second order I've placed with them. I'm going to create a banner. I've been very happy with them. Let me just make sure it's the right link. Yeah, it's tomatedecharme.com. This is it. And I've spoken to the owners, and they're very nice people. But let's get back to this variety. Large pink fruits, 300 to 600 grams, beefsteak type, round, slightly flattened, fleshy, juicy beefsteak flesh with excellent flavor, sweet and fragrant, ideal for salads, grilled sauces. And they have a PS. They say, PS, our favorite tomato, proven over the years. In the 2021 season, it particularly impressed us. Survived all natural disasters, cold, heat, rain, resisted and gave excellent results. A productive, fragrant, and exceptionally tasty tomato to discover, absolutely. And they want you to grow it on 2 stems. So for them to say our favorite tomato proven over the years, not to mention excellent flavor, sweet, fragrant, that sold me. And next week I'll show you other things I got. I mentioned a little bit ago, I've mentioned it pretty much every day since, that I've been really getting into exploring Spanish varieties and more pinks this upcoming year. The link isn't in the chat. Let me try it again. Maybe I put it in my own chat instead. Probably. That's exactly what I did. I put it up for myself. Okay, let's try this again. All right, that should have gone up. All right, so that's it. I had one more I wanted to show that I just ordered. I had never heard of it. Is it up? Ooh, the website wasn't working earlier. It may still not be working, which is concerning. It's I want to show it on the show. And it's a vendor I'd never ordered from before. Website's not working. All right, I'm going to save that for maybe tomorrow, Tomato Talk Live, assuming I can get the link to work. But it's one I had never heard of. It's very much a Lauren tomato, and I'm excited as long as it gets here. All right, so let's give away some prizes, assuming it works. All right, it looks like, oops, stop. I'm not sharing the screen, but it's drawing already. Hang on, share screen. Oh, wrong one. All right, it just spun. And we'll have a winner waiting for us when I get it up here. Okay, first winner. Pretty Grow, Cook, Eat, Repeat. So we'll do the first 4, get the Verde de las Landas, and then number 5 will get Big Malacca. And thank you, Deborah Henderson, for your generosity. It's very, very nice. Hang on, let me get this. Why is it so difficult to give away stuff live? It was good with StreamYard. All right. So Grow, Cook, Eat, Repeat. And you can please private message Deborah Henderson in the Facebook group, and she will get you those seeds. I'm just going to write this down in case. Okay. All right, next one. Again, Verde de las Landas. Outstanding sounding tomato. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's do another one. Okay. Next one. Congratulations, Rowena. It's quite a prize. I am so upset with Customs taking mine and James's seeds. That's just wrong. Very wrong. Okay, so Rowena, you can private message Deborah also. Thank you. Okay, move her. Next one. Tara Dove. Congratulations, Tara Dove. If for some reason, sometimes I forget whose YouTube channel is whose. If you're not in the Facebook group, you can email me and I'll get you in touch with Deborah. Let me put up my email address. Here it is. LERNIE@me.com. I think you're all, well, I shouldn't say I think you're all in the group. I don't know if you are or not, but just in case, you can give me an email. Okay, next one. This is the last of the Verde de las Landas, so good luck, everybody. Oh, you're kidding. Deborah, you won your own prize. Well, congratulations, Deborah. Let's remove that. What are the chances? Actually, 1 in like 70 something. All right. Another chance here. Didn't I win myself something? Kathleen Murray. Congratulations, Kathleen. Excellent, excellent prize you guys are winning. All right, and this last one is for that exclusive Big Malacca that you can only get in Australia from that one vendor. So good luck. Here we go. Congratulations. And you can private message Deborah also. Thank you so much, Deborah. This was really so generous of you. Takes a little bit off of me too, doing seed prizes today. I love doing it, but I really need to catch up. So thanks everybody for joining. Hope you can join me and Jen tomorrow night for Tomato Talk Live. We'll be talking about top 10 varieties for 2025 so far. And I'll be doing more unboxings next week, so stay tuned. I love you all. Thanks for joining. For those of you who are able to join us live, I appreciate so much that you come every week and you make it fun for me. And it just feels more like a conversation rather than me talking at you. So I appreciate it. If you're watching the recording, we love you too. Thank you so much for your support, for subscribing. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on and go grow tomatoes. Bye, everybody.